How's it going, guys? In this video I'll show you how to control any of your appliances in your home using Wi-Fi with Google Home and a Sonoff Wi-Fi switch. Let me show you. Hey Google, turn fan on.
Okay, turning on the fan.
If that got your interest, then watch the rest of the video. Okay, so first of all, let's have a look at all the things that we are going to need for this little project. The first thing obviously that you would need would be the Sonoff switch, and I bought this online on banggood.com and cost me around $6.50. Now you can obviously directly have this in the middle of the line of any of the product that you want to have Wi-Fi capabilities of, but what I'm going to do is I am going to also use an extension cord. So what I'm going to do here is, instead of cutting into the cable of my equipment, I'm going to create like a little adapter of Sonoff for which could be used and to any of the other products and would be very flexible. So what I did was I bought this cable for $3. So this whole project would cost me $6.50 and $3, less than $10, so $9.50. Now you guys are already very familiar with it. So what I'm basically going to do is I'm going to chop this cable in the middle and insert the Sonoff in the middle. Let's open up the Sonoff box. I love the packaging because I know it's very minimal, and that is what I love about it. I do not like big flashy packagings because of their environmental impact, because you're just using so much paper or plastic. This is very basic little cardboard box. Let's see what else is in it. So you got a little guide, quality assurance certificate, which has not been filled by anybody. Oh no, it's a warranty card. I don't know if you can see, it's in Chinese. And then we have the screws. And let's have a look at the unit. So it's very simple, as you can see here. So it's got here we go. It's got neutral and line, but that's the input. This is the output, and you can also see the specifications. So it can support from 90 volts to 250 volts and maximum load of 10 ampere, which is going to work out quite a lot, and that would support most of your household products, because you also have to consider the wattage, how much wattage it's going to take. So it's a very simple mathematical equation. So if you multiply ampere with voltage, that's 250 at maximum, so it works at about 2500 watts. It can support microwaves and water kettles and all that, so it should work on almost every single equipment in your house. And the things are very simple. So just flick this cover off. It's got two terminals in there for the input, and on the other side it's got two terminals there for the output. And by the way, on the bottom of it there's nothing really there. There's a couple of screws, and on the front there is a connection switch, which we would use with the EV-Link app later on. So what do we have to do here? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop off. So I'm going to keep about this much cable to start with, just in case I mess up. So I've got enough cable to strip again and start all over. So what we're going to do is we're going to chop the cable from here, and then I'm going to strip them, and then we're going to connect the Sonoff. So that's one side gone, and this would be the other side. Cool. So now we got two ends of the cable, and we are going to strip the ends of this cable now. So we're gonna feed the cable in here, and we're gonna strip it. God, it's harder than I thought, but here we go. And it's got more cables in there, and we are going to have to also strip those, but I'm going to have to determine which one is the line, because this cable also has a earth cable in it, and they haven't gone with the international specifications for some reason. So I'll just have to find out that in a minute, and I'll get back to you. Okay, so I quickly went online and checked the color codes in Australia. In Australia, they've changed the colors. That's why I was a bit confused. Now, the main line is brown, ground is blue, which used to be black. This used to be red, and the earth is split between yellow and green. So we don't need the earth one, so we're gonna get rid of that. And I'm going to strip these two cables on both of these ends, and I'll see you in a second. Okay, so the wire ends are stripped, as you can see, and once you strip them, you kind of want to just like roll them like that so that the wires don't stick out. Trying to get a focus. I really need to get a better camera. Anyway, so you guys get the idea. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get all the screws. So it's got 4 tiny little screws there. I'm gonna leave them in the packet for now. Don't want to lose them because they are for these plastic caps. So we're gonna take these off. Put them aside. Now we're gonna connect the input cables first. So for input, obviously we need the plug that's gonna go in. So, and if you can pay attention here in the middle, oh god, so there you got 2 screws. So what we need to do is we need to loosen up these screws, and looks like that is a Phillips head, and oh no, sorry, that's a flat head, and I've got a Phillips head screwdriver. Hold on a sec. Okay, looks like we're going to need precision screwdriver set, so because the other big ones won't even go that far. So we're just gonna loosen up the screws, which actually just came out. Wasn't supposed to, but that's okay. I'll put that back in, and we're just gonna loosen that up, and I'll show you what to do next in a second. Okay, so if you look at the front, so we got the holes ready. The one on the left hand side, that's for the input side. So we got neutral here, if my camera decides to focus here. So we got neutral, which is my blue cable, and the line is the red ones, or the brown one. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna insert these cables in there. See if I can do it. Okay, so I've got the cables in there, and I'm just gonna tighten up the screws, and there we go. And we are going to do the exact same thing on the other side, so bear with me. Okay, so here we have it. We have both of our cables on each end connected. But now we're going to do is we're gonna get these clips that they're gonna go on top of these cables, and we are going to screw them in on both ends. So here we are. Hard part is over. Here starts the fun part. We'll go have it connected with our Wi-Fi. Let's go do that now. Okay, so now we're going to pair the Sonoff switch to the app on the phone. As you can see, it's plugged in, and you can see the light is blinking. So we're going to open the phone, and the app you're looking for is called EV Link. So it's EWE Link. There it is, and we are going to open that. Now when you open it the first time, it's going to ask you to make an account, so you got to register yourself. So now, because I have already done that, so it's going to ask me to start pairing a new device. Now, before we do that, we got to see that button here, the black one next to CE. We got to press and hold it for 5 seconds until the LED starts blinking rapidly. So that would be the pairing mode. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. So now it's in the pairing mode, and it's going to ask you to click next, and I have already put my Wi-Fi information in, so it should start to connect it. I'm just going to pause the video until it connects to it. Okay, so it's showing here, saying found second generation device, registering. Here we go. So we can change its name, which I'm going to. I'm just going to call it fan because I'm going to connect my little pedestal fan with it, and let's say complete. So that is added successfully. Now let's give it a shot. Okay, so I've connected my pedestal fan here. That's there. And we are going to see if it works. Whoops. And here's the app. And here's the on and off button. I'm going to click the on button. Okay. Here we go. It's working. Pretty cool. And we can turn it off. So it's saying it's off now. It's turned off. And then if I click it again, it's working. It's so cool. And now we can turn it off. Now we're going to do one more thing. I am going to set this up with, oh, it's turned it on again. So let me just get out of the app first. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pair EV app with Google's home system, so that way I can use it with my Google Home Mini, and it would be all voice commands. Let's give that a shot. Okay, so now to pair EV Link with Home, we need to open Home. And once we are there, we're going to click on this options menu here, and we're going to go into Home Control. And under Home Control, we are going to find Devices. So here we're going to click on the plus sign on the bottom, and we're going to find the app. Now, for some weird reason, in the list here, it's not called EV Link. It's called Smart V Link. So if you look for Smart V, that's the one we need. They got a different name for some reason, so it had me confused for a little while. Okay, and now we just have to sign in. Just hold on a second for that. Okay, and it is connected to the EV Link app. Okay, now let's see if we can have it working with Google Home. I think we should see it in the list here. Here we are. Devices in the room yet. Assigned rooms now. Okay, let's assign it a room. Fan, tap to assign room. Let's say bedroom. Okay, so that's done. All right, so okay, let's give it a shot. Okay, so here's the moment of truth. Let's give it a shot. Hey Google, turn the fan on.
Sure, turning the fan on.
Here we go. Hey Google, turn the fan off.
Okay, turning the fan off.
Alright, this is so cool. So there you go. This is how you set up the whole Sonoff switch with and pair it with your Google Home unit. Now the way I've done it, like using a little extension cable. So if I don't want it to use it on my fan, I can always unplug it and I can connect it to any device that I want, and just rename it on my phone. And let's say in summer, you know, I use my fan, but in winter I'm not going to be using my fan. It could be my heater, so I can just plug in my little heater and that should do the job. So there you go. And I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I'll see you in the next one. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. See you guys.
Tell me, do you feel ashamed?